Okay, so get this. I was looking into this this AgentMake AI thing.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
it's like it's got future of AI written all over it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and we've got some notes and code snippets to like really dive deep with this.
Awesome.
So I think it's going to be really interesting.
Yeah, I'm intrigued what's caught your eye about it.
Well, so it's billed as like an SDK.
Okay.
You know, software development kit.
Yeah.
It's not just any SDK. It's all about building these agentic AI apps.
Oh, interesting.
Have you?
Yeah, I've heard a little bit about that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The idea is like
what is that?
to create AI that's not just passively responding, but actively working towards goals.
Oh.
It's almost like giving it more independence.
Right. So more like an agent acting on your behalf rather than
Yeah.
just a tool that you're directly controlling.
Exactly.
And AgentMake AI wants to make building those kind of applications easier, which is
a huge deal.
Yeah, absolutely. Because
Yeah.
right now AI development is a tangled mess, even for experts.
It really is.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Seems like AgentMake is aiming for a more streamlined approach.
that's exactly what they're doing. And get this.
Okay.
It supports 14
Wow.
different AI backends.
14. That's impressive.
Yeah.
Are we talking like the big names?
Yeah.
OpenAI, googleai?
Yeah, so openai, googleai,
Yeah.
anthropic, even some custom and open source options like llama.cpp and ollama.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's pretty awesome.
It's pretty huge for developers.
Yeah.
It's like having a universal translator for the AI world.
Okay.
You're not locked into one system. You can like pick and choose
Uh-huh.
the best AI for the job or even combine them.
Yeah, having that flexibility is a game changer.
Right.
It could really accelerate the development of new and innovative applications.
Totally.
Yep.
So let's kind of break down what makes AgentMake AI tick. The notes mention 7 key components that developers use to build these agentic AI applications.
Okay.
And they call them building blocks, which I think is a really good way to think about it.
It is. Yeah, that's a helpful analogy.
Yeah.
So what are these building blocks?
Okay, so first up we have systems.
Systems, okay.
Now, this is where you set the ground rules for how your AI agent interacts with the user.
So almost like defining the personality or style of the AI.
Is it formal? Is it friendly? Is it playful?
Okay.
You lay down the foundation here.
Okay.
Then we have contexts.
Okay.
Think of this as extra information you feed to the AI alongside the user's request.
So rather than just saying, write me a poem, you might provide context like, write me a poem in the style of Shakespeare.
Exactly.
To give it a clearer understanding
Precisely.
of what you're looking for.
And then things get really interesting.
Okay.
With input content plugins.
Great.
Output content plugins.
So it sounds like these are all about refining the information that flows between the user and the AI.
You got it.
Okay.
So input plugins are like filters.
Okay.
They clean up or modify what the user types before it even hits the AI.
Okay.
For example, correcting typos, clarifying ambiguous language, or even translating languages on the fly.
So the AI gets more consistent and accurate information to work with.
Right. And on the flip side, output plugins work on the AI's response before it's shown to the user.
Gotcha.
So imagine like summarizing lengthy text, highlighting key points, or even converting text into different formats.
Oh, so it's not just about what the AI says, but how it presents the information.
Exactly.
Making it more digestible for the user.
Okay, now let's talk about making the AI actually do things.
All right.
That's where tools come into play.
Tools. This is where the agentic part starts to shine.
Absolutely.
Right.
So these tools give the AI the ability to interact with the digital world. Okay. Think like searching the web, sending emails, creating files, even controlling smart home devices.
So rather than just providing information, the AI can actually take actions based on the user's request.
So that opens up some incredible possibilities.
It really does,
Now, the brains of the operation, the one orchestrating all these components, are the agents.
Agents.
So the agent is like the conductor of an orchestra, bringing all the different parts together to create a harmonious whole.
Yeah, great way to put it.
So the agent decides which tools to use, how to interpret the user's intent, and ultimately how to achieve that desired outcome.
Makes sense.
And to keep the conversation flowing smoothly.
Okay.
We have follow-up prompts.
Follow-up prompts.
Right. So these are like pre-scripted responses or actions that allow the AI to engage in a more natural and interactive dialogue.
Okay.
Guiding the user, asking clarifying questions, offering suggestions.
So instead of just a one-and-done response, the AI can have a back and forth with the user.
Exactly.
Making the interaction feel more conversational.
This is already sounding incredibly powerful.
It is.
But AgentMake AI doesn't stop there. What if you want to build something truly unique? Something that goes beyond the pre-built component.
Well, that's where the beauty of customization comes in.
Oh, I was hoping you'd say that.
Yeah.
So AgentMake AI allows developers to create their own custom components.
Okay.
Tools, agents, even entire systems tailored to their specific needs.
Talk about flexibility.
Wow, right?
You're not limited to what comes in the box.
It's like, you can extend and expand the functionality in endless ways.
Exactly. And they've made it pretty straightforward.
Okay.
You can either provide the full file path for your custom component or place it in a dedicated AgentMake user directory.
So whether you're a seasoned developer or just starting out, AgentMake AI gives you the tools to really build something amazing.
It does.
But before we dive into some actual examples, let's take a quick look at how to get started.
Right.
Installation seems pretty straightforward.
It is. You can use the standard pip install method.
Okay.
Just like any other Python package.
Easy.
And for folks wanting to use vertexai AI, there's an extra step to install Google Genai.
Gotcha.
But that's clearly outlined in the documentation.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So once you've got AgentMake AI up and running, how do you actually start using it?
Yeah, what's the magic command?
Yeah, what's the magic command?
Well, the heart and soul of the SDK is the AgentMake function.
Oh, okay.
This is your one-stop shop for interacting with all those different AI backends we talked about.
Hold on. Yeah. One function to rule them all.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's pretty slick.
Exactly.
I like that.
No matter which AI backend you choose,
you
use the same AgentMake function.
Okay.
So that makes the development process much more consistent and efficient.
Now I'm really starting to see the power of this thing.
Yeah.
But enough talk.
All right.
Let's see some action.
Let's fire up some code.
Okay, so we got this AgentMake function. It's like the command center for AgentMake AI.
Okay.
But what does it actually look like?
Yeah.
In practice?
Well, let's start with something simple.
Okay.
Imagine you want to ask a basic question.
Yeah.
What's the capital of France?
Easy enough.
Yeah.
I'd probably just Google that, but let's see how AgentMake AI handles it.
You would simply use the AgentMake function.
Okay.
And pass in your question as a string.
Okay.
Something like this. AgentMake, what's the capital of France?
Straightforward enough, but where's the AI magic in that?
Well, the magic's happening behind the scenes.
Okay.
AgentMake AI takes your question.
Yeah.
Routes it to the selected AI backend. Which, by the way, is ollama by default.
Oh.
And then returns the AI's response.
Okay, so even a simple query showcases that seamless backend integration we were talking about.
Exactly.
But let's step it up a notch.
Okay.
What if I want my AI to do more than answer trivia questions?
Yeah.
What if I want it to say, write me a haiku?
Ah, now we're getting creative.
I know, right?
For that, you'd still use AgentMake.
Okay.
But you would leverage some of those other components we discussed.
Okay.
For example, you could use the system parameter to set the AI's personality to be more poetic.
So instead of a dry, factual response, we get something with a bit more flair.
Exactly. And you could even use the context parameter to give the AI some inspiration.
Okay.
Like a haiku about the feeling of spring.
So something like AgentMake, write a haiku, system poetic, context, a haiku about the feeling of spring.
You got it.
I'm getting it.
Yeah.
Okay, now imagine you want to take this haiku and share it on social media.
Okay.
This is where those tools we talked about come into play.
Ah, yes.
The tools.
So we could actually have the AI post the haiku directly to Twitter, for instance.
Precisely. You'd use the tool parameter within AgentMake.
Okay.
And specify the tool you want to use. There's a pre-built tool for Twitter.
Oh, nice.
So it could be as simple as adding tool, post to Twitter.
Now we're talking...
Yeah.
My AI is not only a poet, but a social media influencer as well.
Exactly.
But what if I want to refine the AI's output a bit before it's shared?
Okay.
Maybe make sure it's grammatically perfect or even adjust the tone to be more playful.
That's where those output content plugins shine.
Oh.
You could use something like output content plugin, grammar check.
Okay.
Or even a plugin that analyzes sentiment and adjust the language accordingly.
So we're layering these different components to create a more sophisticated and customized AI experience.
That's exactly the power of AgentMake AI.
It's like building with Legos.
I love Legos.
Yeah. You have all these individual pieces that you can combine and configure in countless ways.
Okay, I'm starting to get a feel for the possibilities here. Yeah. But I have to admit, all this talk of haiku and Twitter bots, it feels a bit toy-like.
Yeah.
Can AgentMake AI handle more complex real-world applications?
It can.
Okay.
Think about industries like healthcare, finance, or even scientific research.
Now you've got my attention.
Okay, good.
Walk me through that.
Imagine using AgentMake AI to build an AI-powered research assistant.
Okay.
This research assistant could sift through mountains of data.
Oh, wow.
Extract relevant information, summarize key findings, and even generate hypotheses.
So instead of a researcher spending weeks poring over journals and databases, they could have an AI do the heavy lifting.
Precisely.
That would be amazing.
And because AgentMake AI supports so many different backends, you could choose AI models specialized for specific tasks.
Really?
Maybe one AI is great at natural language processing for analyzing text, while another excels at pattern recognition for finding trends in data.
So it's like having a team of AI specialists working together on your research project.
Exactly.
That's powerful.
It is.
And remember those agents we talked about?
Yes.
They're the ones orchestrating this whole process. You could build an agent specifically designed to manage research tasks.
Okay.
Deciding which AI models to use, what tools to employ, and how to present the findings to the researcher.
So this is starting to feel less like building a simple application and more like creating an intelligent assistant.
I know, right?
That can truly augment human capabilities.
That's exactly the point.
Yeah.
AgentMake AI is about empowering developers to create AI that's not just smart, but also capable of acting independently and intelligently
to achieve specific goals. I'm really impressed, but I do have one question.
Okay.
With all this talk about AI taking actions, like posting to Twitter or analyzing data, are there any safety concerns?
That's a very valid concern.
Yeah, like what's stopping an AI from going rogue and doing something unintended?
Well, remember, AgentMake AI is a tool.
Okay.
And like any tool, it can be used responsibly or irresponsibly.
So it's up to the developer to ensure their AI agents are acting ethically and within defined boundaries.
Exactly. And the beauty of AgentMake AI is that it provides the flexibility and control to do just that.
Okay.
You can define the scope of your AI's actions, set limits on what it can access, and even incorporate safety checks into your code.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's reassuring to know that responsible development is baked into the design of AgentMake AI.
Absolutely. It's all about using this incredible technology for good.
And that starts with building AI that's not only intelligent, but also trustworthy and reliable.
Well said.
Thank you.
Now, you mentioned that AgentMake AI comes with a chatbot example.
It does.
I'm kind of curious to see how they've implemented that.
Well, it's a great way to see how all these different components come together in a practical application. The example chatbot is fairly simple. But it showcases how you can use AgentMake AI to create an interactive conversational experience.
So we're talking about a chatbot that can do more than just answer FAQs. It can actually engage in like a meaningful dialogue.
Exactly. The example chatbot uses follow-up prompts.
Oh, okay.
To guide the conversation, gather information from the user, and provide personalized responses.
I can see how that would be incredibly useful for things like customer service, education, or even entertainment.
The possibilities are vast.
Yeah, they are.
And the best part is, you can take this example chatbot and modify it to fit your specific needs. You can add new features, integrate different tools, and customize the personality
to create something truly unique.
Exactly.
This is reminding me of something. Earlier you mentioned the wide range of AI backends that AgentMake AI supports.
Yes.
But we haven't really talked about why that's such a big deal.
You're right, we haven't, and it is a crucial point. Traditionally, if you wanted to work with, say, OpenAI's GPT models, you'd be locked into their ecosystem.
Yeah, you'd have to learn their specific tools and APIs, which could be time-consuming and limiting.
It can be.
Yeah.
But with AgentMake AI, you can use the same AgentMake function to access GPT models, Google's PaLM models, Anthropic's Claude models, and a host of other backends, all within the same project.
So I could, for example, have one part of my application powered by GPT-4 for its creative writing capabilities, while another part leverages PaLM for its reasoning and problem-solving skills.
Precisely.
That's amazing.
And the ability to seamlessly switch between backends, or even use them sequentially, opens up a whole new world of possibilities for building truly innovative and powerful AI applications.
It's like having a toolbox filled with the best AI tools
on
the planet.
Yeah.
All at your disposal.
A very powerful toolbox indeed.
And what's even more impressive is that AgentMake AI doesn't discriminate between these backends.
Yeah.
Whether you're using a commercial model like GPT or an open source model like Llama, you can interact with them in the same way using the same intuitive interface. That's a huge win for developers.
It is.
It simplifies the development process, reduces the learning curve, and ultimately allows them to focus on building great applications rather than wrestling with technical complexities.
And that's ultimately what AgentMake AI is all about.
Yeah.
Democratizing access to powerful AI technology.
Okay.
And empowering developers to create the next generation of intelligent applications.
I'm totally on board with that vision.
Good.
But before we get too carried away with the future, let's bring things back down to earth for a moment. We've talked a lot about the capabilities of AgentMake AI, but I'm sure our listeners are wondering, how do I actually get started with this?
How do I get started?
Right. We've already touched on the installation process, which is thankfully straightforward.
Yeah, it is.
But let's talk about getting AgentMake AI set up and configured to work with all these different AI backends. Right, because accessing those backends often requires API keys and other credentials. And I can imagine that could get a bit messy.
You'd think so, but AgentMake AI actually makes it quite simple. They've provided 3 convenient options for configuring API keys and other backend-specific settings.
Lay it on me.
All right, so the most straightforward option is to pass the API key directly as a parameter and calling the AgentMake function. This is great for quick testing or for situations where you're only using a single backend.
So no need to mess around with configuration files or environment variables?
Not in this case, but if you're working with multiple backends or want a more persistent solution, you can also set API keys as environment variables. This is a common practice in software development. And AgentMake AI seamlessly integrates with this approach.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So what's the third option?
The third option is to use a .env file. This is a file that stores environment variables. And it's often used to manage sensitive information like API keys. AgentMake AI automatically reads the .env file. So you can store your API keys there.
Gotcha.
And they'll be loaded when you run your code.
So it's all about giving developers flexibility and choice.
Exactly.
They can choose the configuration method that best fits their workflow and preferences.
Precisely. AgentMake AI is designed to be as user-friendly and adaptable as possible, removing any unnecessary hurdles and allowing developers to focus on what matters most, building amazing AI applications.
I think we've covered the basics of AgentMake AI. From its core components to its backend support to its configuration options. But before we wrap up, I'd love to get your expert take on the potential impact of this technology.
Well, I think we're only scratching the surface of what's possible with AgentMake AI.
Really?
Yeah. The ability to easily integrate and orchestrate different AI models. Combined with its intuitive interface and focus on agentic AI has the potential to truly revolutionize the way we develop and interact with AI.
So we're not just talking about incremental improvements.
No.
But a fundamental shift.
A fundamental shift.
In the AI landscape.
Exactly.
Wow.
Imagine a world where anyone with a bit of coding knowledge can build AI agents that can automate complex tasks, personalize experiences, and even help us solve some of the world's most pressing problems.
That's a future I can get behind.
It is. It is.
But I think we both agree that with great power comes great responsibility.
Absolutely.
Right.
As we move towards a future where AI plays an increasingly prominent role in our lives, it's crucial that we develop and deploy these technologies ethically and responsibly.
I couldn't agree more. We need to ensure that AI benefits everyone.
Yes.
And doesn't exacerbate existing inequalities or create new ones.
Well said.
It's a conversation we need to be having.
It is.
And I'm glad you brought it up.
Me too.
I think we've given our listeners a lot to think about today.
Yeah.
But before we officially sign off,
okay,
I want to challenge them with one final question.
I'm all ears.
We've seen how AgentMake AI can be used to create everything from simple chatbots to sophisticated research assistants.
Yeah.
But I want to challenge our listeners to think beyond the obvious.
Right.
What are some truly groundbreaking applications that AgentMake AI could unlock? What are the problems that have seemed impossible to solve with traditional AI, but that might now be within reach?
That's a fantastic question to ponder.
It is, right.
Yeah, I think AgentMake AI has the potential to be particularly impactful.
Okay.
In areas where AI needs to interact with the real world in more complex and nuanced ways.
Can you give us an example?
Absolutely.
What?
Let's take the field of robotics.
Okay.
Currently, most robots are programmed to perform very specific tasks in controlled environments. But imagine using AgentMake AI to create a robot that can learn and adapt to new situations. Collaborate with humans in dynamic environments. And even make decisions based on real-time data and feedback.
So we're not just talking about automating factory work.
No.
But about robots that can assist in healthcare, disaster relief, or even exploration.
Exactly.
Wow.
AgentMake AI could be the key to creating robots that are not just tools, but true partners, capable of working alongside humans to solve complex challenges.
No, that's a vision of the future I can get excited about.
Right.
But let's not forget about the less glamorous but equally important applications.
Of course.
Right.
I think AgentMake AI also has the potential to revolutionize how we interact with information and technology on a daily basis. Imagine personalized AI assistants that can anticipate our needs. Curate information from a variety of sources, and seamlessly connect us with the resources and services we need, all while respecting our privacy and preferences.
So instead of feeling overwhelmed by the constant influx of information and notifications, we'd have AI agents acting as filters and guides, helping us navigate the digital world more effectively.
Precisely. And these AI agents could be personalized to our individual learning styles.
Oh, wow.
Interests and goals.
Okay.
Making the process of acquiring knowledge and completing tasks more engaging and efficient.
That's a game changer for education, personal productivity, even just staying informed about the world around us.
I agree. And it's not just about making things easier or more efficient.
Okay.
It's about unlocking human potential by freeing us from mundane tasks. And allowing us to focus on what truly matters. Creativity, problem solving, or connecting with others.
That's a beautiful vision of how AI can augment and empower humanity.
It is.
Rather than replacing us. And I think AgentMake AI is a significant step in that direction.
I couldn't agree more.
Well, I think we've covered a lot of ground today.
We have.
We've explored what AgentMake AI is, how it works, and what makes it so unique. We've delved into its technical details, its potential applications, and its ethical considerations. And we've even challenged our listeners to imagine the groundbreaking innovations that this technology might unlock.
It's been a fascinating conversation.
It really has. And to our listeners, we hope you found this deep dive into AgentMake AI informative and inspiring.
I hope so.
We encourage you to explore the source material. We've linked in the show notes. Experiment with the AgentMake AI SDK. And most importantly, let your imaginations run wild.
The future of AI is being shaped right now.
It is.
And with tools like AgentMake AI. Anyone can be a part of it.
So go forth, dear listeners, and build the future you want to see.
Until next time, stay curious.
And keep exploring the incredible world of AI.